The shots continue to get fired on XRP as the entire market tumbles. Historically speaking, Mondays have shown red throughout both crypto and traditional markets. So could this be the end of a downtrend, or are we talking about just the beginning of a series of lower lows? Well, let's pop open the charts to look for price action ahead. Welcome back to the channel on this Money Monday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into XRP. Let's kill them, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. So we are taking a look at XRP right over here, team, in the hourly time frame, where we can see here that we had massive amounts of downside today, team. I'm not sure if you're aware, but just around 1.4 to 1.5 billion dollars have pretty much disappeared out of the cryptocurrency market in a matter of just minutes, right? We're talking about a little over an hour of just mass liquidations, right? And that honestly has caused a serious amount of turbulence in the market, right, team? So if you are wondering what in the world could have happened today, you know, regarding that, well, now you kind of know what that's like, right? Sorry about that. Just got a little bit of a pause there. But let's go ahead and find out here what's going on with the chart, right? Because yesterday we were talking about a hold at around the areas of 238, 230, 239, right, 240, and we held there for pretty much, I mean, hours and hours on end until actually that flash crash happened on BTC. Okay, so let's go ahead and now take a look at the price action as we speak. So let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame on XRP here and take a look. Okay, so far we have the beginning of the day already starting, right? 21 hours and 46 minutes to close this bar here, and we're still kind of inside. Typically speaking, guys, when we have a massive price action day like this in your whatever asset that we're trading, there is usually an inside trading day to meet after that. Okay, so what do I mean by inside? Well, literally speaking, the candle that you're observing right now, this very one here, that's pretty much what I mean. It's inside of the prior day, right? So usually speaking, there is a retracement of 50% to the prior day's bar, right? So in this case, let's go ahead and measure that 50% and see where that is, right? So 50% here shows that it could be right around the areas of around $2.30. So is there a reason for us to go back to 230? Sure. There is massive amounts of resistance right over here, and it looks like we've already kind of visited that, right? So it is looking like we could have another shot to that upside, right, guys? So what we want to do here is create this top side of 230, resist at 230, but then we want to make sure that we can stay our bounds right above these candles right up here, right, guys? So this is going to be the opportunity here to continue on to the upside, closing something at least of I would say about a 4-hour closing candle right above this zone here of about 224, 225. That would be ideal here for continuation to that upside, okay, team, because I mean, it doesn't take a mathematician here to know that this kind of grew to be oversold in the more immediate term, right, guys? So but if we take a look at your weekly time frame on this, guys, and we start to kind of zoom out here, yeah, you know what, it doesn't look like it's all that incredibly bearish whatsoever. Of course, right, we need a breather when it comes to massive price like this, right, towards that upside. And I will say that we do have some other potentials in the market too, right, guys? We have a monthly closure. That monthly closure here literally came right back down to that monthly opening, right at that 195 area today, and then it actually bounced towards that upside, right, guys? So that is currently a very strong area of support that we are facing. Take a look at this trend line right over here, right? This is that low from today, right around that 195, 196 zone. So right in here, take a look at that monthly low, and this is that support that we're currently facing, right? So yeah, guys, this is going to be a bit of a process here to build ourselves and break out of this official zone right here so that we can continue on towards that upside. And I will point out something here, team. Yeah, we are looking like we're breaking out of this massive triangle here, right? Huge triangle. The targets to the upside on this, team, are pretty damn massive, okay, team? So something like this is kind of what we're looking at here, right? Just to kind of remind everybody what the play is kind of looking like, right? This is a right angle triangle, and or in a ascending triangle, right? And this usually tends to break out. These triangles tend to break out when we're at about 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle, which we are right about here, right? So upside targets on XRP, despite the fact that we had a little bit of a sell-off today, right? I would assume that we could be facing an upside continuation even in this bar right here, right? First targets to look at if we were to break out from this triangle, I would say roughly around $10.25. The next would be the 50% of the triangle, right? Strategically speaking, right? How to for formation analysis, this would be your secondary target and most popular one, right? Right around the $16.56 zone. And of course, the third bound, right? This would be the largest bound that the triangle has to offer. We apply it right over to the breakout zone as well. And these are the targets that we're observing here, right? $68 top on this massive price action, right, guys? So kind of be patient here in the markets, right? This is not going to happen overnight. We still have a lot of pressure right now during the official breaking of the all-time high in BTC, right, guys? We need to make sure that we can confirm the break of the $100,000 mark and officially get that bottom side to be a valid support level before we can continue on to that upside, team. Okay. In fact, I still see continuation into BTC potentially into the $111,000 zone. Okay, but we definitely need to get a little bit of love up in the market right now, team. This flash crash today just created a little bit of panic, but nothing too much. Of course, it feels like the end of the world, team, but please do not panic and do not create any more stirring of that emotion, right? So as the charts honestly are still looking pretty okay to myself. Okay, team. So good stuff. Here you go. Take a look at this three-day candle here as we broke above that triangle here, and now we're coming back to validated, right? We're just testing that resistance conversion into support. So as soon as we can convert that into support, as soon as the bulls feel that we're good to go, then we have some upside price action to observe. Okay, team. So for now, we are looking a-okay, and I would say here that I think we're still I think we're still in the process of building some more upside continuation. If I were to put a quick guess on this, team, it looks like we're building a little bit of a bull flag formation here. If it is the bull flag that we're in fact building here, we're going to validate this with volatility and momentum in just a minute here. It would be, let's see, a target of about $4.16, $4.17, if that is the case. All right, team. Let's see. Anything else for the immediate short term that we can actually point out here, team? I actually had to come in and perform this analysis here pretty quickly here for you. All right, team. Oh yeah. So there is a bit of a formation here, team, that we've been observing right here. This was another ascending triangle, and it looked like price action wanted to come right back down to kind of validate some supports within that area there before that continuation. Okay, team. So I think that in this case, in this respect, then we still have some room here to kind of wiggle around, right, before we can make an upside move. Heads up and on these targets right about here, I believe that we can have some consolidation here in the immediate short term before we can make that decision to continue towards that upper bound. Okay, guys, so that's going to be 222, the bottom side 214.40, and always mind your 50% of that, and that would be around the 218 area. Okay, team. So right around in here, I think we can consolidate, validate some supports, and then continue towards the upside. I guess we can see what that upside is looking like starting from maybe the bi-hourly time frame. So do we have some bi-hourly stochastic momentum looking good for that upside, still expanding. 3-hour time frame, we have a nice upside pivot on this, and we're definitely looking like we're in the gravitational zone with an upside posturing on that stochastic momentum. 6-hour time frame also getting a little bit of a shift right here, team, that is showing a bit of strength, and we're getting some volatility expansion. So far I am looking at about at least 6 hours of upside. So I'm going to take a look at the average true range now. 6 hours. We're going to put some mathematical terms behind this, right? And if it does affect the 6-hour upside, then that would potentially cascade into the 8-hour. And I think that for the immediate short term, that would be as far as we can go. So that would be around 18 cents of upside from the opening of the 8-hour bar. So the opening of the current 8-hour bar is sitting right at about $2.21. So that current ATR top would land straight to about the areas of 240. Okay, so those are the zones that we are literally talking about, right? We were talking about breaking into the area of about 230 and making sure that we can stay above that 230 so we can continue on to the upside. 240 would be your immediate short-term time frame, absolute top, before we can start making that decision to continue, right? 6-hour time frame gives us about 16 cents, and from the opening of that 16 cents, from that 6-hour bar, I would say that puts us at a ATR top of about 237, right? So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. 237 would be that area to kind of break above and continue on the analysis or continue on the price action, right, team? So we are looking A-okay. I want to just go ahead and remind you guys, team, that we are about to start the beginners trading and charting mentorship, right? Coming in here pretty soon, guys. I mean, those seats are going to run out if you do not take advantage of them right away. So I am a stock trading instructor. This is for cryptocurrencies, whatever you want, right? So it's all good, right? ArcMastersCourse at Gmail. Make sure to get in touch with me right away and ask for the syllabus and disclaimer, and I'll go ahead and pass you the programs here, team, because we are going to be starting here, and you are going to be part of, let's see, well, we've already completed just around 330 master students, right? And we're now enrolling the rest of them, and it's up. We're breaking that 400 student mark, right, team? Incredible, and congratulations to the ARCa Bulls trading team for that. I love it very much, team, and yeah, I do think that we still have some consolidation within this area here, team. Watch out, right? Just watch out for now. Absolute bottoms in this could lead towards a 196, but I don't think that's in the cards right now, team. I think that we're trying to validate some type of support. As long as BTC does remain where it's sitting, XRP should have no other reason to continue towards the downside. I do think that there could be continuation to the upside in the broader markets into tomorrow and the following day, and we shall see. Okay, team. But if any questions, you know where to reach me. And yeah, adios, team. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as it cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh yeah.